So then when I met with Icy out there, I was like, yeah, all it works. It works.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Ready. 19 Tiger.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll drop to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Finding room at midfield. Still going. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll look to throw again. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Bucs at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They're going to look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Now Jones. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing Jones.
Oh, that's a big, man.
To Keenan Allen. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
2nd and 2. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Now the Bucs going to use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now back to throw. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll get this out to Kamara. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Back to throw here. Touchdown! Mark Andrews from 6 yards away. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
I gotta stop fucking passing me, man.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Back to throw now on first down. A complete once again to Watson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Watson has it right side. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's into the secondary. Touchdown, Falcons. Mecole Hardman from 17 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now, oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they wanted now, enforce a penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up?
Yeah, just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jones, another shot here after the pick six. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones, pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Off play action. Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return is Ward. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Adams. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Here's Ward to return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating in peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work there. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Cut back in. Cut back in. Pioneer. Deputy Ranger. Deputy Ranger. Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Back to throw.
Bro, my right guard getting fucking abused,
It's a
dog.
sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on second and long. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15.
How the fuck they punting so
Takes a
fast?
touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes
Them motherfuckers
32
be
yards on the
rolling.
return. And it will be Falcon football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. He'll look to throw. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he's going to get this down near the 25. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into their second-half blowout material. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. 13 yards down to the 13. And that is going to do it for this of action. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now Jones. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
At the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
2nd and 3. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Christian Watson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Jones throw here taken in by Ingram. On the move past the 40. Big strides. Look at him go. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And this is caught. So he fakes the spike and they get the touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 9-yard touchdown get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The Falcons take over first down at their own 13-yard line.
On the set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Mark Andrews with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Falcons have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Fights through him. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last two snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Off play action. Jones under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they got it here, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Panther 11, Panther 60 foul track, 60 foul track. 79 Bronco, 19 tight, 19 tight.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll bring it down at the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on fourth. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the...